Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Shonen and Chill, hosted by Zenrotto and Oceaniz.
Hello, hello.
And man, what a week! I actually had a really hard time picking a top three this week because I was mostly unimpressed across the
Yeah,
board.
yeah.
Um,
It was definitely not a very strong week. That's for
no,
sure.
it was rough. Still, good stuff in here to talk about. And before we go on, just general stuff we got to do. Remember, we have a Patreon. Remember to sub if you haven't. Go to the Patreon, give us money or don't. It's okay either way. We have stickers. You can buy them or don't. It's okay either way. And make sure to go if for some unholy reason you listen to the show and you haven't subscribed to Oceans already, go and do that.
I mean, yeah. Hi, that's me. Speaking of the Patreon, what happened to the reading segment thingy that we were
Yeah.
doing?
So the poll ended up being like tied 8 ways.
Okay.
Everybody tied except for one, which lost.
Oh
So,
God.
so we're gonna have to pick one that we want to do for next week's show because it's the last show of the month.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll do that, and then we're gonna change it in the future so that anyone can vote. Because right now only patrons can vote. So I think we're gonna change it to anyone can vote, but only patrons can put series in the poll.
Okay. Yeah, I think that makes a lot more sense because otherwise, if we only have 11 people voting, everyone just votes for their favorite,
Right.
and
Well, I
we
was
end up.
hoping that would be like enough. Like, oh, everyone, because there was only 6 things on the poll,
Uh-huh.
but all that happened is that it got perfectly spread out among everything
Damn.
to like 2 votes per option.
We really hit like our our fucking selection of series just hit the perfect middle of the bell curve.
It
Just
really
like
did. I was like,
everyone, yeah.
how did this even happen? And then hang on, I want to find the one that absolutely lost because that's funny to me. Dan
Yeah.
to Dan.
Get fucked, manga tube. We're not talking about that garbage. I like my ghosts without penis. Thank you very much. And cut.
Oh no. Oh wait, actually
Here's
it's only a two-way tie. Two more people voted. The last 2 people voted, so everyone has voted that can. It's a two-way
okay.
tie between Blue Box and Tepu.
Oh, okay. So none of the ones that I thought were gonna reign supreme.
No, Silver Spoon and Seraph of the End also only got 2 votes. Blue Box and Tepu are tied with 3.
Okay,
So
damn.
maybe I'll post a. Maybe we should just pick because if I post a repoll, by the time everyone votes, we won't have enough time to do the reading for it. So maybe we'll just pick after this episode.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right.
Uh,
So then I guess we should start talking about
well, our top three first, no?
yeah manga first. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
My, uh,
It was tough, man. It was tough.
Yeah,
There was a lot of
I know
setup and
that.
nothing else going on.
Yeah, I know Jujutsu Kaisen was on top,
Shocker.
uh, and I was on bottom, but that's a different story. Um, the other two, I don't know, man. Like Witch Watch and Elusive Samurai.
I think mine is Witch Watch, Undead Unluck, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh yeah, Undead Unluck happened. Yeah, no, I'm changing mine. Undead Unluck is in mine as well somewhere. Yeah,
Okay.
Witch Watch can go.
Okay. Well. So it's Elusive Samurai, Undead Unluck, and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Okay.
just copied yours.
Well, mine is Witch Watch,
Ah,
which you
fuck.
just booted out of yours.
Well, whatever.
So anyway, monthly manga. First up, we have so many of them this week. Choujin X is the first one on the list.
Which was cool.
Yeah,
Which
it was
was
good.
a lot of
It was
fun.
good. That picture at the end is super creepy.
Yeah,
The
no,
monster baseball man.
the what is it? The skip man? What is it called? Something like that.
Sink man.
Sink man.
The sinker, which is like a baseball
Yeah, so
throw,
that's
and then he hits you and he
yeah,
sucks you into the earth.
yeah. So he has like full on transformed, full beastification. God, yeah, his mouth. Ugh, awful. Also, does the number 16 mean anything? Do you know that?
If it does, I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Seems like maybe it's just the number he had on while he was
Yeah, I
playing.
assume
Wait.
it was just the number on his team. Yeah.
Yeah, wait, let me check back. Hard-hitting deep research. Yes, I believe it is. I don't think yeah, no. You don't never see it super clearly, but it seems to be a 16. Yeah, that's just his number. His shirt number. But yeah, it was a fun chapter, sort of going more into this like little mini plot about the ball guy. Very much sort of digging the world that we have here with the random gang hand Choujin that showed up. That was
Yeah,
pretty
they're
cool.
just hands.
Full beastification mode is just throwing hands.
Literally throwing hands.
Yeah.
And then Tokyo gets sucked into like a hole in the floor. It's a cool power. Choujin powers are neat. I like them.
Yeah, no, they're very cool. It's a cool power system.
I also like when the little girl is just like, we'll just smoke him out, and he's like, what? You can't do that. You can't just burn this building out. And she's like, it's fine.
Yeah, no, she's really cool. I like their dynamic a lot. They're very sort of. It's very fun seeing Tokyo be sort of the straight man to Ellie's nonsense. It's very, very cool.
Also, there's like 3 straight panels of them panicking over the smoke in the house. It's really funny to me.
Yeah, I also like the sheep people, the literal sheeple.
Yeah, that are the actual sheeple that are just like,
yeah,
we're hanging out with her.
Yeah, it's a fun world. It's a fun world. I feel like this is one of those series that I'll just have to sort of revisit once more of it is out to sort of really get into it. Because right now, it's neat every time it happens, but I'm having a hard time like super throwing myself into it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, well, I think it's just that like it is on a bit of a drip feed. Any kind of it's like an inconsistent release, even though it's only been a week since the last chapter. It's it's hard for me to fully get into it, because it just takes some time between each thing, and I kind of forget. I don't forget, but like the hype dies down after a couple weeks, when it's consistent like that anyway.
Yeah. Do we want to mention the little guy sitting in Baseball Kids' crotch in the final page?
Oh God, I didn't even see that.
Is that a frog?
What is that?
What is that?
What is that?
I'm gonna be charitable and assume it's something else, like an actual being, and not just like his dick.
His baseball dick sticking out of his pants.
I mean, that's what it could be. Is it just his belt buckle? No.
It looks like it's in his pants because there's a little like shading line.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it is.
It looks like it almost looks like an insect.
It does look like some kind of like bug or frog, and I don't know that much about baseball, so I don't know if that's like a baseball reference.
I don't know what they be going on in baseball, but if that's a thing that's just regularly a thing in baseball, I don't want any of it. I get why that shit isn't popular anywhere but Japan and the US.
It's not even that popular here anymore. Everyone makes fun of it.
Just basically just Japan.
I'm not gonna keep zooming in on the picture of this thing's crotch, so we're just gonna say I don't know.
God, yeah, because the tip of it does look suspicious. I'm not gonna lie. The
tip looks suspicious. Somebody clip that.
The tip. The thing is, I mean exactly what it sounds like. His tip does look suspicious. Ew. Suspicious tip out of 10 for Choujin X this week.
Oh God, suspicious tip out of 10.
Yes.
All right. Next up is gonna be Dragon Ball Super.
Oh God. Well, aren't you more into like Dragon Ball in the Dragon Ball community? Do you want to take this?
I don't really want to. I don't want to talk about it at all. So, all right. When the chapter leaks came out, this is why you should never read leaks. And I did the same thing. I read the leaks and I was like, this is dumb. They phrased it like someone said, oh, Bardock is the originator of Goku's kind self. And in actuality, it was just Vegeta being like, you're both kind of pussies. Which is totally different context of how it's actually said. Also, Dragon Ball Super sucks, dog. I hate it.
Yeah.
I really hate it.
Dragon Ball Super is the most mediocre Dragon Ball thing in existence, and yet every month I still have to be bombarded with these essays on how certain implications in the leaks could mean this or that. And it's just like, it's not that serious. Like, oh my god. Does it fucking matter if Bardock is a good guy or not? Not really, in my opinion, because Dragon Ball Super hasn't had an actual narrative for half a decade now.
Dragon Ball Super really does feel like it just grabs random stuff from Dragon Ball Z and is like, let's talk about this in this arc. And it's like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this? It's just all completely disconnected bullshit.
Yeah. Like,
but I think the thing that I don't like about the whole, like, Bardock's a good guy is, like, he just genocided an entire race except for 3 people.
Yeah.
So it's like, is he a good guy? They're all like, oh, Bardock, this kind-hearted, generous Saiyan who only killed 97 people and let the last 3 live.
Yeah, like when people were like, oh yeah, this chapter completely ruined. Bardock has been made a hero. And I'm like, oh damn, what does he do? And I read it and it's like, he has the most minute second thoughts about genocide.
Yeah.
That's it.
And it's weird too, because Bardock was... a lot of people don't like this version of Bardock, and they prefer the old one, right? Like the Father of Bardock one, where he can see the future and he like fights Frieza and gets blown up. That one was pretty explicitly heroic. Like,
yeah.
Like a lot more explicitly heroic than this one is. There's a point in, because there's a second special with that Bardock in it. Did you know about that?
Yeah.
Where he goes Super
The
Saiyan?
one where he turns Super... Yes, yeah. I've seen that.
Where he literally just, like, saves a town of little, like, Disney monster dweebs from Frieza's ancestor. Because he, like, likes the kid. A kid brings him food, and he's like, well, I gotta do this now. Like,
yeah, and
he's explicitly a good guy.
Well, okay, I think that special a lot of people just intentionally forget about, because, I mean, wasn't it, like, included with Dragon Ball Z Connect or some shit?
Something like
that's
that,
not,
yeah.
That's not, like, the hallmark of canonicity, but, oh, God.
No, but the old original special of his was just a direct-to-VHS drop anyway. Like, it wasn't...
Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't in the anime or the manga or anything.
Yeah. I just think it's so annoying how, like... Anytime Super does anything, out come the essay merchants trying to either defend or disprove it. And like, I know I'm not one to talk. I do the same with my kids' cartoons. But I don't know. With Super, it just feels especially pointless.
Yeah, it feels extra pointless because it feels like the essay merchants in Super care a million times more than the actual writers of Super care. Like, they don't fucking care. They're just scribbling shit down. Like, this is the most incoherent bullshit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, this is a fun chapter. You know, like, if you ask me, like, what version of Bardock is my favorite, I'd say none, but this is a pretty cool version of him. You know, like, he is evil, like, he is a genocidal warrior, but at the same time, you know, he's just had a kid and that has sort of made him reconsider life. It's like, it's not Shakespeare. It's fine. Like, I'm not mad at this. I'm not even mad at the idea that, like, Goku is, you know, similar to his father. I don't really get why people have such a passionate dislike for that.
The only issue that I have with it is it's now the third change to, like, why Goku... If it is, there's, like, the third time they've done this. Because obviously the original one was that Goku was evil and then he hit his head and then he's a good guy.
Yeah.
Then in the Jocko Dragon Ball Super minus thing that came out, where it's like Goku's origin, it introduced his mother, and it was like, actually Goku's nice because his mommy is nice, and now they're like, actually it's because his daddy is nice. It's like, can you just fucking leave it alone? Nobody cares why Goku's nice. He's been nice for 40 years. Nobody fucking cares anymore why he's nice. Let it go. I
mean, let it go is the operative word here. Like, I said it on Twitter, and I got a bunch of nice responses. But I think.
Oh yeah, don't ever talk about Super on Twitter, bro. The fucking woodwork. Ugh.
Yeah, because like we are at the point where Super only exists for a single reason, and it's to ensure that we're never left in a world without Dragon Ball. Like it just
That really
exists
is
to
it.
propagate itself.
That really is it. It exists only for the purpose of creating Dragon Ball like content, regardless of what it actually is.
It's the literative equivalent of a virus. It just propagates itself. And that may sound harsh, but honestly, I think we're in a time where we're ready for a world without Dragon Ball. This shit's
Well, we
over.
had
It's
a world
been
without
over.
Dragon Ball for a while, and then Toei, I guess, was like, I would like money, please. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, we're at a time when Dragon Ball has been over for so long. So many series have come and gone that have improved on what Dragon Ball laid out. And if, you know, to the 5 people out there who genuinely believe that nothing's ever topped Dragon Ball, okay. I really think it's time for Dragon Ball to just go away. It won't, but it should, in my opinion.
Both Super and Boruto kind of give me the same vibe of like, these are very popular things. It's like the people who complain about remaking old movies, right? Like, why don't you come up with something new? But like this now for this. It's like we can't, for some reason, exist in a world that doesn't have Dragon Ball and Naruto in it, so they're just gonna like keep shitting out some kind of garbage that is roughly the same as the good stuff that we used to have.
Yeah.
That's why I just thank God, if that Bleach continuation actually happens, that it's just Kubo is doing it. The man's just doing it. There's no other scriptwriter, there's no other artist, it's just what Kubo's doing it. Good, if it happens.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
fuck.
That'd be sick. But I mean, hasn't Boruto now for a while been just Kishi?
No,
writing
Kishi
the
has
story?
never Kishi doing the story, but he has never ever done the art.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know the art is a lost cause because Kishi didn't want to draw when he was young and definitely doesn't want to draw now.
Yeah, Kishi doesn't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
He is the only one doing the script now, for better or for worse. I still read it because it only comes out once a month and it's 50 pages, so I can read it in like 2 minutes. But like, it's not good still. It's better. It's not good still.
Yeah, I mean, I have not engaged with Boruto in a hot minute. I just retweet whenever someone makes fun of the art because, dear God, that's like a bottom 1 art style, for sure.
Yeah, it's so ugly. God, there was this one like dude who was just going off to me about how actually it's beautiful, and he was like comparing it to the original, and I was like, don't you ever compare this clunky, ugly ass manga to the original Naruto. The original Naruto was beautiful.
I just know this month, wasn't there like a panel where Naruto has like a comically huge head?
Let me flick through it.
Yeah, I'm flicking through it now because I saw it on Twitter. Wait, yeah, I found it. It's on page 22.
Page 22. Why is his head so big?
Also, am I reading this correctly? That he's asking a. This is, I mean, take this with a grain of salt, everyone listening, because I haven't read Boruto in a while. But is he asking this like sensing ninja where Boruto is?
Yes.
Doesn't Naruto have Sage Mode, or has he lost it somewhere along the way?
He should still have it, yes.
Okay. So, wasn't the thing with Sage Mode that you can sense people across huge distances?
Well, I assume that's where we're going next, because Boruto ran away to go fight the new bad guy, and he's getting his ass whooped. And now he's going into super alien Otsutsuki mode. Because, yeah, instead of Kurama, he just has, like, one of the bad guys in him.
Oh, kinky.
Yeah. And so I assume Naruto's going to show up in Sage mode, and they're going to do something like, see, he's not really nerfed. Even though he lost Kurama, he can still fight.
He's fought his entire life with endless chakra resources, and now he has to make do without them, but somehow he's exactly as good. Damn. Can't wait for that. Can't wait to not read that chapter. Do we have anything else on Super, though?
No.
No.
It's bad, but why do you care this much that it's bad?
Yeah. Just read something else at this point. Let it die. Let it fade into obscurity where Dragon Ball belongs. Like, the 80s are over. The 90s are over. It's time for better series to have the spotlight. The end. Out of 10. What's next?
Next up is going to be... God, people are going to see this Dragon Ball Super segment and think it's going to be really great because it's so long. That happened that one time we put One Piece in the timestamps. They got so excited.
Oh, yeah.
Comments were like, yes! And I was like, oh, uh-oh.
I mean, to be fair, we didn't badmouth it. We just talked about it for
That's
like
true.
2 minutes.
That's true. All right, it's going to be My Hero Academia Vigilantes, the only My Hero Academia you get this week.
Yeah, I get the McDonald's of My Hero Academia. Great. It was okay. It was, again, a single attack, pretty much.
Yeah, I was really hoping that this shit was going to end, and I thought it would be okay if Knuckle Duster died. That would be like a poignant little sad punctuation mark on all this shit. And instead, the guy's like, yeah, I disarmed all your bombs. What do you mean you disarmed all the bombs? How did you know to do that?
I mean, I don't even mind that moment because it was so funny when I first read it. It was like,
earlier today, I just found the bombs.
Les is like fighting for a second. Yeah, I'll take you to hell with me now that the bombs are planted. And Soga shows up. He's like, Knuckle Duster, good news. I disarmed the bombs. You what?
Yeah, he's like, what? You disarmed the bombs? How did he even know how to do that? He just says it like disarming a bomb is just a thing anyone can do.
No, you see, you tag it. And then it says, oh, okay, and disappears. You just gently tap it. And then it's good. But yeah, I mean, chapter was okay. I did like that there was an actual plan there with Soga and Koichi. That they didn't just disarm the bombs for nothing. So yeah, it was fine. It was okay. I'm not what's the word? I'm not repulsed by it like I was for the last couple of months, where it was literally just one punch, chapter end, one punch, chapter end. Where this was kind of cool, and then there was a punch, and then the chapter was over.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's okay. I really have nothing else to say.
Koichi's just like a rocket now.
Yeah.
Koichi really just has infinite applications of his power whenever necessary.
Yeah, he's a human Swiss pocket knife.
And then they explode. And then next chapter, I'm very excited to find out how that didn't actually harm Koichi that much.
Or 6.
Yeah, they're both fine. And they're going to keep fighting.
Fine. Well, keep fighting is quite a strong statement. They're gonna wind up one extra punch, and then the next chapter will end.
Well, okay. There's gonna be the explosion, and then it's gonna be like it's gonna be Knuckle Duster and Porcupine Boy on the rooftop talking about how, oh my God, no, he was the best of us. But then they're both gonna be okay, and 6 is gonna swing at him, and he's gonna dodge it, and the chapter's gonna end.
Yeah, 6 is gonna have like a monologue in between as well, where he's like, Koichi, you're the one who's always foiled my plans.
Yep.
And he's going to say that like 3 times, and then the chapter ends with him flailing.
They're really going to drag this fight out until My Hero Academia proper ends.
The ending of My Hero Academia is going to intersect with Vigilantes, because in the final punch, 6 will punch Koichi so hard, it'll send him through time and across like space-time into the final fight of My Hero, where he crashes into All for One and breaks his neck. And that's how he does it. That's how Horikoshi manages to end 2 series unsatisfyingly at the same time.
And then the neck break somehow retroactively works backwards, and it snaps 6's neck also.
Yes.
Because there's an All for One vestige in him. And by breaking All for One's neck, all for One vestiges across time also get their neck snapped.
No, it's like everyone who's like related or connected to All for One gets their neck snapped. And then in the final panel, Deku's neck snaps as well with a big question mark. God.
And then the last shot is just a picture of his birth certificate, and it just says father, all for one. It doesn't even have a name. It just says all for one on the birth certificate.
Leku's real name is Izuku for one. Like, honestly, managing to do something like that where you end 2 series unsatisfyingly, that's like when you as a surgeon have a 200% death rate. Where you kill your patient and your assistant accidentally.
You kill your patient so hard that your knife slips out and stabs another physician in the room.
Okay, dude. I'm 100% serious when I say this. There was a doctor in the Netherlands that had a 300% death rate because he managed to kill the patient, the assistant, and himself during a single surgery.
How?
Accidentally.
Did he blow up the room?
No, he didn't. He cut through a major artery in the patient, slipped, cut the assistant also into a major artery, who then slipped onto the doctor himself, who then hit his head and died.
I'm sorry,
I'm
that's
not
not
making
funny,
that
but
shit
it's a
up.
little funny.
It was like 200 years ago. It's funny
okay.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
3 people
recent.
died, so that's bad, but also that's like some Three Stooges level comedy shit.
It's so funny. Yeah, the hospital where it happened at actually has it on a plaque. So yeah, My Hero Vigilantes, botched surgery out of 10.
Botched surgery out of 10. All right. Next up on the list is gonna be, we gotta skip this one because it is a top 3 contender for the week. Red Hood. This shit is so fucking canceled, bro.
Not only is it canceled, but like the concept is kind of cool. But holy shit, none of this makes any sense.
Yeah, like holy shit. I thought Candy Flurry was abrupt with the candy mech. This literally has a page of someone saying the world is about to end.
Yeah. And like this fucking thing is so cool as a concept. You know, like the Red Hoods are the ones that like control time and space. Oh, why? Why did this have to get fucked over?
Yeah, this is just like
Jesus.
This is like
Terrible.
It's bad. It's bad. And then they're like, "Oh yeah, Velo is Pinocchio," and I'm like, "Okay, what's happening right now?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ludwig
he's
Geppetto.
magically made to just undo the book. Okay. You know,
Okay.
this shit's so fucking canceled, bro.
It's insane. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this shit ends next week. I'm not gonna lie. Because holy shit, now they're talking about how if he touches the book, reality will
That's
dissolve.
it. Just reality
Yeah.
ends. Yeah.
I mean, okay, if the author wants to do something clever, last chapter is him touching the book, and then the manga itself dissolves. That'd be cool. Like, give us something at the end. Because holy shit,
That would be kind of cool if the last page is Velo touching the book, and then it's just like there's 2 white pages, and that's the end of the series.
Jesus, no. Like, the amount of information and plot twists per page is actually insane. Like, it just keeps coming. It keeps coming. And to what end? Well, to end the series.
Yeah, to what end is literally to get to the ending as quickly as possible.
Yeah, I guess I'll stick with it until I get to see how it ends. But Jesus,
It's a shame because, like you said, the concept is cool. Like,
yeah,
it would have been cool to find out about this in chapter like 100. Not so much chapter 16.
yeah, exactly. I cannot fucking believe that for the second time, a series that I put on the thumbnail of my manga recommendation video gets fucking canceled. Like,
so it's
2
not the
months later.
Horikoshi curse. It's you. It's your fault.
I can't believe this shit. I am. If this is the Horikoshi's curse, but I am at fault. Am I Horikoshi?
Well, you are a mid-merchant, so that does make sense.
Have I been writing My Hero since the beginning? Oh my god. I never have seen Horikoshi and myself in the same room together. I can't believe this shit.
It's all coming together.
Like, my hero was just the collection of my deranged fantasies. That would definitely explain Mirko.
Oh, my fucking god.
You know what? This was a more satisfying plot twist than anything Red Hood pulled this week. That's how bad this shit was. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It sucks. I don't know what to tell you guys.
It sucks.
I'm sorry for people who really liked it. It's really bad, and it's definitely gone.
Yeah. Oh well. What's next, Magic
Next
Man?
up is gonna be Mashle.
Which was okay.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I liked that the Mash beat this thing by doing the same crawl he did as a baby.
Yeah, that
And
was
then
cool.
he fucking choked it out.
I also like how the panel is pretty much the exact same. He's crawling at top speed.
I also like there's so many good jokes in this chapter, like how the bad guy's name was the master of the room master.
Mm-hmm.
And then they battering ram through the walls by combining all of their magic and using Mash's head as a battering ram.
I also like how, they make this big deal out of this being basically their version of the Dementor from Harry Potter, which, these untouchable ethereal beings, and Mash just fucking wrestle chokes him out.
He just chokes it out.
It's so good. But yeah, aside from that, this was very much sort of a let's get to the point kind of chapter,
Yeah, there was just like some silliness so that we can get into the fight. Like, I almost wish they hadn't even bothered setting up the rules and they were just like, let's fight. Because at this point, that's all they did, was they did like one thing and then they were like, all right, we're going to fight now. It's like, let's just do it.
Oh well. C'est la vie.
Yeah, it's fine. Also, I really like that final shot of all of them stanced up on the dolls, looking cool, and then Dot's just holding Mash like a battering ram.
Yeah. It's also cool though how like the arrows on the dolls' heads are basically pointing at Mash. I think that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's a nice bit of composition there. Yeah, aside from that, not much to say about this chapter. As I said, very much sort of a transitionary chapter.
Yeah, which, I mean, a lot of it was this week, so good week to be transitionary.
I will say though, the opening joke where where Mash is like, after they've explained the rules, is like, I think I figured it out. We need to open the keys. We don't need to open the box with the keys. Like, that shit took me out. Because it's just like, yes, Mash, that's you.
Yeah, Dot was like, that's what he said. I also like Mash doesn't want to trash talk, so he whispers it to Dot so that he can say it for him.
Yeah, it's really cool. Also a cool color page. There's that. But aside from that, also I just realized that Mash is translated by someone named Nova Skipper.
That's
what an awesome name.
Good name, yeah.
Shout out to Nova Skipper. Absolutely awesome name, and thank you for your work on the translation.
Yeah.
Absolutely goated. Do we want to move on then?
Yeah, I think it's safe to move on.
Yeah.
Rawness and swag out of 10, but a little subdued this time.
Yeah. A little subdued.
A little subdued rawness and swag. Next up is... That's the top 3. Dr. Stone.
All right.
Fine chapter, but Jesus Christ, what is this? How much time has passed?
Right? When we're like,
Holy
how many years?
Yeah. Like, I appreciate this kind of like narrative theme where it's like, no matter what, you just keep trying and eventually you'll succeed.
Mm-hmm.
But like, how much time has passed? You can't tell because the characters in this never visually change except for Suika.
Yeah.
So it's like, what? How long? I am so desperate to know exactly how long it's been from the very beginning of the manga to right now.
Yeah. I feel that too. It's kind of... Because
like in the beginning they at least
frustrating.
try. When Senku's like, oh wow, you made that engine in 3 years. So it's like, oh okay, so now we know it's 3 years. But then at the end they're just like, damn, how many years has it been? I don't even know, and I'm in the story.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's maybe to kind of put us in the same mindset, right? We're like, time doesn't really matter. All that matters is the grind. Hashtag Sigma male grind
The
set.
grind set, yeah.
Married to the grind, yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
just,
yeah, no, I definitely think it's a weird thing of it this time around. Also, though, the double spread of the rocket exploding, super good.
yeah, really cool where it's blowing up into the air.
Yeah, I like that when you read it like on the Shonen Jump app. When you like flick through it, it almost feels like you're following the rocket's trajectory because of like it being sideways. So when you see the first two small explosions, and then you get to the big explosion. It's really cool, like that. As always with Boichi, it's a bit disorienting when the background is so clearly just a picture in black and white.
Yeah, I mean those clouds are they're rough. They're really rough.
I mean, they're just Google
But like,
Images clouds.
yeah, but like you can look at them. They're like they've got like squares in them. Like there's like texture to the picture.
Yeah.
It looks like
Although
a scanned physical photo with like imperfections on it.
Well, okay, but that could also just be dithering from the manga itself.
True.
My hero does that as well quite often. Ooh.
Yeah, it stands out really bad. Like the actual explosion is beautiful, but just don't look at the shit behind it.
Just honestly, maybe should have just made the background a solid black. Would have probably worked just as well, or even
Or like
better.
white. Yeah, just leave it white.
Yeah. After Kubo, everyone's just worried about making pure white backgrounds.
Which is a shame because Kubo's pure white backgrounds with dope images fucking raw. It's so good. Every time he leaves a pure white background and it's like hollow Ichigo standing there, I'm like, oh god, it's fucking beautiful.
Although Ichigo could stand in front of Walmart and you would go crazy. Let's
You are
be real,
absolutely right, I would. Because he's the rawest thing ever.
The gang goes to Walmart. The unknown Bleach arc.
If that's what the new arc is, I'm in.
Isn't the new arc about them going to hell? So yeah, of course it's Walmart.
Well, it's them fighting things that come from hell. So I guess they're fighting Walmart shoppers.
Well, isn't that just fighting the Americans?
You're not wrong. You're explicitly not wrong.
You know, European towns have a town square. American cities have Walmart.
The curse of capitalism.
It's okay. We're not safe here either from it. This is how we have to live. But yeah, Dr. Stone was pretty cool. Aside from the time thing, I thought it was really cool, kind of seeing that their first rocket didn't succeed. I like that. I was worried that we were just gonna sort of steamroll.
The panel where it fails too. They have like the big speeches, and they're like, "Yeah, it's time," and then it fucking like flips over a million times and crashes.
They have like the dumb nose face as well. Yeah, no, it's fun. Like, I was worried a little when I first started this chapter that we were rushing towards a conclusion, but then the ending reassured me that no, they're actually doing this justice with how hard space travel actually is and how much shit has to work exactly right for it to work. So yeah, cool stuff all around.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah. Fine out of 10.
Fine out of 10. Fine out of 10. I'm afraid of how many years it's been out of 10. All right, we're officially in top 3 territory now. So first up, shockingly, is Witch Watch.
It's in your top 3, so why don't you go first?
I think it has the best lineup of gags maybe ever. I think every page was funny to me. Because, like, obviously I don't know Japanese English textbooks, but I know English textbooks, and they're about the same. The guy, he's, like, drawn that way, specifically, and everything he says is, like, super proper. And they're like, yeah, my parents just had a lot of textbooks growing up. And there's, like, the textbooks-themed pages in it. Where they're just, like, drawn that way. And they're all so, cool. Like... The one panel where he's crying. It's so fucking funny to me. And then of course I always have emotions toward a JoJo reference, so that was great.
Mhm. Yeah. I also, for me, this is just the best time where Witch Watch has used a gag that is like not directly tied to the main cast. Both because it's funny, but also because in the end it does become tied to the main cast when they get the tickets to the date.
And they're gonna go on the date next week. Yeah.
Hell
Good times.
yeah!
I'm ready. I'm ready for
Yeah.
it.
Dating arc, let's go.
Dating and swag out of 10.
Okay, Cupid out of 10, let's go. But yeah, no, I also really like the conclusion to the joke.
Oh, that she is also a textbook person?
Yeah. This is so fucking goofy.
I love how the dialogue is like exactly what a textbook would sound like. Like, yesterday I played tennis in Sonoishi City. I lost to Kanta. He is on the tennis team. I also like that the every time Wolf is in it, it's good. I really like him. And of course, you saw
Wolf
the cat girl,
cool.
and she like panicked, like, "Oh my god, are you here to see me?" And his immediate response is, "No, not at all."
Yeah, no, it's very cute. It's definitely one of the best sort of like one-off gags that the series has had so far. So yeah,
Also,
I'm definitely
I
happy
love
with
the
it.
bro look of understanding between Keigo and the Tengu boy whose name is, wait, is Keigo, what's the Tengu boy's name?
Kanchi, I think.
Keigo is Wolfman, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I love the little bro look that they share when Moe's like, "I want to go to the movie," and they're like, we have to say no immediately."
Where is this? Wait.
On the very last page. Yeah, when Moe's like, I wanted to see this movie, and they both look at each other and immediately give an excuse as to why they don't want to go, so he'll have to ask Nico.
Yeah. Also, the final panel of her being in the textbook art style. Also great.
And I love when he asks her and her fucking eyes are like sparkling.
You even get like a full like panel transition where she's like, "Oh my god, oh my god."
Yeah, it like zooms in on her sparkling eyes.
Peak fiction. This is what literature was made for, by the way. None of that nonsense fighting shit. I just want happy people to remain happy. That is my truth.
I'm in here for this. This cute shit.
Yeah.
I'm there for it.
Absolutely. Cute shit out of 10. Once again.
Once again, cute shit out of 10.
All right.
So the next would be, let's see, the Elusive Samurai.
Yes, which was pretty cool. This was the first like politics talk that I actually enjoyed.
Yeah, it leaned a little heavy into it, but I like the setup that we're going to back to battle against that dweeb, that fucking loser from last time.
Yeah, and I also, God, the fucking panel where the main villain reveals a bit of himself. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, the gross demon panel in the cage.
Yeah. Like, holy shit. This manga is really doing a good job at establishing this guy as like a fucking monster. Because every time we get to see something about him, he looks diseased.
Yeah, and it's like I said with Phantom Seer, I love just like creepy visuals like that. Like, ugh, God, like the two eyes opening below his eyes that are full of more eyes.
Yeah, like if you look into his irises, you can make out like the outlines of more eyeballs behind them. Yeah, it's rough. It is. He's just filled with eyes.
And he's got like the second fanged mouth below his actual mouth.
Yeah. This guy has to have 20/20 vision. But
No, he can't have better vision than I-Man.
That is true. Damn. What if he wants to sacrifice I-Man and steal his eyes? Is this just Naruto all over again?
Oh my god, what if he steals I-Man's eyes and Earman's ears and he puts them on his own body?
Oh my god, that is his actual goal.
He would be unstoppable.
But then he also has an eye on his back, like and it's like it's not like an anime eye; it's like a photorealistic eye.
Yeah, like a gross-looking human eye. Like,
Ugh,
and I
awful.
do like the little bit too that he's actually got like surviving retainers, and he's gonna like reveal his identity to them when they go to battle and make them all excited and stuff. It's good
Hmm.
planning. Also, I really like the bird guy, who is now on their team.
The bird guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
one of the loyalists.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
he's
bird
cool.
guy. Look at that bird. Totally gonna fight with that
That
bird.
that is a falcon, I think.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
And that makes
Also,
sense. Falconers are a thing.
yeah, of course. Um, Also, everyone at home, always remember birds are reptiles. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Okay. This is a good time to move on, I think.
Yes, otherwise I will start a. Otherwise, I will start my TED talk on why birds are reptiles. So let's move on.
All right. So next up is gonna be Undead Unluck.
Super cool.
Really good. Yeah,
Super
one of the
cool.
only chapters that really impressed me this week, I think. Um,
Hmm.
that part of her in the artifact box trying to like pick through each one to find the one
Hmm.
that gave him his like happy memories was so cool.
Yeah, like that double spread where she's just like blank facedly looking at the shards of his memories. So good. Like super super cool. It's also super cool in like if you look at her in that panel, the shading of her cloak is like speed lines, sort of to show how much stuff is flowing into her. Super cool visual.
Oh, you're
Just
right. It
awesome.
is. They are speed lines. That's super awesome.
Yeah. Like also the panel dividers themselves are themselves like giant speed lines. Like to really show that she's just fucking going through it in the memory
She's
pit.
getting gojoed right now. She's in the infinite void.
Yeah. Except all the information is just about this giant Oni man.
I also love the last shot of her holding up the top where she's
Top.
like sweating and crying and bleeding, but she's
Hmm.
still like smiling. So good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I really like also this outfit of her. I think I said it last time as well. Like it looks nice, but not like demeaning, and also really cool. Like when she's standing in front of him and she has like the cape flowing.
Hmm.
Super cool. Super super cool stuff.
Yeah, this is a fantastic like Fuko is the hero now arc. It's so good.
Yeah, no, I mean, in general, like just seeing how far she's come is so good, and I like that we keep getting reminded of that. Like
Yeah, like she talks about it this week of like I was ready to die, and now I'm
yeah,
here being a saving the world.
yeah, just cool as shit. I also like the demon's design, his new transformed look.
Yeah, his angry look.
Yeah, super cool.
And
Also,
I really like Andy's explanation of her power. Basically, is that like the more she likes you, and the more that she becomes friends with you, the faster she basically kills you
yeah,
if anything happens. And he says it's the world's cruelest ability for the world's kindest person. I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's very sweet.
yeah. It very much is that kind of sort of sting. Um, Also, I just noticed, did more of Billy's face get burnt? Because his like burn scar goes much further now than it did before.
Oh, it does. You're right.
Yeah, did it get burnt during Andy's fight? I don't remember.
I don't remember that. Yeah. Hmm.
Let's see. Maybe it did. Yeah, because in chapter like 2 chapters ago, he still has his normal scar, and
I don't
then
recall him getting more. He's got the bigger burn in the last one.
yeah, so maybe it's just a difference. Yeah, no. Oh no, he gets it 2 chapters ago, but I don't understand how he gets it.
He just
Like
has a
from
bigger burn between panels or something.
yeah, if you go to
82.
chapter 82 between pages 13 and then up to 15, it just changes. If you look at his face in
Oh, you're
13 in the
right.
bottom.
Yeah.
What's that about?
I don't
Is he like?
know. Is that a
Because
side
that
effect of his ability or something?
maybe because I mean I thought he got burned during his fight with Jui, but this looks
So did
almost like
I.
he's rotting. Yeah,
Yeah. But it's
he's
weird because it
rotting
doesn't
as he
look
uses
like
it.
it's growing either.
Yeah,
Like there's not
weird.
really a transitional shot of it like extending.
True.
It's just that it's at its regular one. And they must have wanted you to notice it too, because they show you a close up of his face both before and after.
Yeah, and they use like Andy's finger essentially as a indicator.
Yeah, of exactly where it
You can
was before.
compare. Yeah. Huh. I wonder.
There's something going
Well,
on there. Good eye.
yeah. Yeah, I just noticed it earlier when I was looking at it again. Because, yeah, in the news chapter, it's almost like, it's almost even further. It almost, in the final, not in the final, but like shortly before the final page, page 16, it looks like almost his entire face is burnt or rotting or whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, he looks fucked up.
Yeah, he looks bad. Um, so, yeah, I guess we'll find out what that is about sometime, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
I'm sure we will. Like I said, they clearly wanted you to see it.
Yeah, for sure. Um, do we want to move on then?
Yeah, I guess so. Just Fuko is raw out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up is obviously the. Oh yeah, this is actually the end. It's the showstopper, Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, which was good.
I fucking really like this chapter.
This shit was good.
I'm so excited for next week. I liked the little beginning portion where like it shows you just beating the piss out of those bullies just for fun,
Mm-hmm.
just
Yeah.
to do it, and that's how they know each other, and which also would explain why the guy remembers him, because he basically saved him from bullies accidentally. He didn't mean to.
Mm-hmm.
And we were right about Scorpion Hair, bitch. She's a fucking traitor.
Yeah, but oh my god, the panel after Megumi gets betrayed, where he just looks back at her in complete anger.
With the fucking furious glare on his face. Oh my god, I know.
Yeah.
Is this the part where Megumi starts killing people? Because I do think he's going to.
Yeah, I feel like it's possible. I feel like what's gonna happen is Yuji's gonna fight Higuruma. Whatever happens there, he's either gonna win or get away or whatever, and he's gonna check his Kogane and just like in silent terror see Megumi Fushiguro 85 points or something like that.
Yeah, just a huge amount of points.
Yeah,
Like, because
feel
look at the way they drew Demon Dog. He's usually
Yeah.
drawn almost like kind of cuddly.
Mhm.
Like he's Megumi's buddy. Look at how like evil the Demon Dog looks. There's a chance I think that we don't even see this fight. That we just cut back after Yuji fights Higuruma, and it just shows that Megumi already killed them both.
Yeah, as I said, I think what is going to happen is that we're going to see the full fight between Yuji and Higuruma, and then Yuji at the end checks his Kogane, and the whatever chapter that will be just ends with Megumi Fushiguro a whole bunch of points, and then we're left on that.
Because like this guy, if Megumi kills someone who has points, he gets all their points, right?
Yes, I believe so.
And this guy should have a bunch of points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, since he's been
collecting people that she's been bringing him, and he did tell her, "If you fuck with me, I will kill you."
Mm-hmm.
So, oh my god, dude, are we about to get Megumi popping off? I need this. I fucking need this.
He's like, I'm sick of killing myself whenever I want to win. I'm killing others now.
I'm killing others now. Yeah.
Also, I like how Scorpion Girl's Scorpion Tail is perked up in the panel where she betrays Megumi.
Yeah, it's like
right.
It's the arced up like a normal Scorpion tail would be. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's sweet.
And I like the Higuruma and Yuji conversation, where Higuruma's like not like a raving lunatic. He's like clearly insane, but he's not like getting off on having the power or whatever. He's just like, I'm just doing weird stuff because I lived my whole life being a lost schlub, and now I'm doing weird stuff you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, like it's cool because in a way, like you can tell he's not like innately a bad person. He's just in a terrible spot right now, sort of mentally. His work has worn him down, and now the culling game has given him an outlet. It really feels like he's just this guy who would usually not be a problem, who just through the circumstances has become this enemy. And I really, really like how efficient Gege is at establishing something like that. Because, I mean, we've seen Higuruma for, like, what, a chapter and a half? And he's so cool.
Yeah, he
I
is
like
really
him so
cool. I
much.
love him. I love his power, his crazy justice stand that it just comes out.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to see this fight. This is going to be a good fight.
Yeah. Also, the panel where Yuji decides to attack him.
Yeah, he's just like...
so cool.
He's fed up with it.
Yeah.
I also like... Yuji is, like, not following all of his explanations. Like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about.
I don't really get that part either, yeah. No, it's really cool. And, I don't know, I like how sort of casual this conversation feels. Like, it isn't like, haha, I'm the hero, haha, I'm the villain. It's more like, hey, dude, you want to help me out? No? Ah, shit, all right.
Yeah, and it's interesting because the guy was like, don't go in there. He's gonna... And it's, like, two things that stuck out with me with his talk with the little Yamaka guy. One was he was warning, like, Yuji not to go in there, not because Higuruma is, like, crazy powerful, but because he fought the helicopter guy and didn't kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought was interesting because I doubt the helicopter guy was able to, like, get away.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like Higuruma just chose not to kill him. And then also the weird little, you gotta say it, but I am not gonna. So maybe he knows what Higuruma's power is? Or how it works?
Yeah, I guess. But that's going to be the big ticket for the next couple of weeks. Like, what does he actually do? Because we've been teased with this power twice now. Kind of just seeing it, but never actually getting to witness what it actually does. So, yeah. I'm very much excited to see where this goes. Higuruma, he's like one of those characters that really quickly climbed the ranks of my favorites list, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, and he's a character that has barely had any screen time. But I'm like, this dude fucking rules.
Yeah, he's so cool.
He's just a cool concept. And I like how, like, he's laying in the bath, like, with his shirt all undone and shit. But then when he gets up to fight Yuji, he tightens his tie and he buttons his jacket back up.
Yeah, super cool. I saw someone say that might be a Squid Game reference, so it is very similar to a shot from it. And I mean, everyone's watched that shit now, so... And Gege is in the age range.
Very possible, very possible.
Yeah.
I also like that he's fighting in a wetsuit.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Respect to the man.
Yeah, maximum respect. He's fighting in wet slacks with a wet overcoat.
Yeah, if a single piece of my clothing is wet, I am literally dysfunctional.
Yeah, I hate wet clothes. It's the nastiest feeling.
Oh, dude, wet socks is the worst.
Yeah, okay, wet socks is the worst
terrible.
one. But, like, wet clothing in general is a fucking nightmare. Like, it gets all suctioned onto your skin. Like, I hate when I go to wash my hands with a long sleeve shirt on and some of the water gets on the sleeve of my shirt. I'm like, no, I hate this. I always have to roll my sleeves back to stop that from happening.
Yeah, it's gross. I can't deal with that. So major respect to Higuruma. He's more of a man than I will ever be.
I also love his little joke where he's like, hang on, I'm a lawyer, so if you talk to me, you got to pay me 5,000 yen every half hour. And he's just kidding. And Yuji's like, okay.
But again, like, the entire conversation feels so natural. He's like, I went off the rails in my 30s. Do you find that funny? Yeah, I do, a little.
Yeah, Yuji's like, kind of.
Yeah. Like, in general, also, like, when you just, like, you're Higuruma, and the guy isn't like, oh, how do you know my name? Oh, what do you want? He's just like, oh, yeah, that's me, in the flesh.
Mm-hmm. Yep,
that's
just
me. Cool. Very natural dialogue, very cool. Also, like, when he says no, and you're just like, is that a joke too? And he's like, no.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, why would it?
This is going to be a good fight, stuff. Man. I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm ready for this fight. I'm also ready for Megumi to slaughter the shit out of these people. Yes. I don't know why I want it so bad, but I really want it. I really want just feels... like after Yuji and Higuruma finish their fight, because I don't think we'll see Megumi again until after Yuji and Higuruma are done. Mm-hmm. and I really want the very last like cliffhanger to be just a bloody hallway with Megumi standing in it.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Need
Like
that.
in general, it just feels like that's sort of the direction that Megumi is headed. Both in sort of how Gojo has already mentioned that Megumi could sort of live up to him, and also how Megumi has been turning into a much sort of darker person for the last arc or so. So I guess we'll just have to see. I'm definitely excited for wherever this story goes.
Oh, me too.
Um,
100% me too.
yes. You have anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think that's it for
Damn.
me this week. I know it was it was a rough week for chapters because most of them were pretty
Yeah, I mean the most noteworthy addition was Red Hood, not for
Yeah.
not for the right reasons.
Not for good reasons, that's for sure.
Yeah. But oh well, we will have to live with that.
Yeah, it is what it is. Well, if that's the case, then thank everybody for listening to another episode of Shonen and Chill. We love you.
We love all of ya.
Check all the links down below, as we do. Many links down there. You might want to click some. And if you don't, that's also okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're not your dads.
Yeah. Well,
We're
some of you we
we're
are.
not. Well, maybe. But we haven't even made this official yet, so we're definitely not your dads. If anything, we're two separate dads.
Two non-affiliated dads.
Yeah, none whatsoever. I don't know. I'm too young to count as a dad. Although I do have dad energy, I think now. Thanks to my girlfriend, I've been watching a lot of British Bake Off, and I swear to God, I keep like yelling at the TV whenever like a ruling isn't what I expect it to be.
Yeah, that is definitely dad energy. I also do the same thing. I watch a game show about forging swords, and it's just like chubby white people hitting shit with forged swords, and I'm like, this is the most dad shit I've ever done in my whole life.
Well, that energy sometimes just goes crazy. Like dad jokes are legitimately good. I don't know what everyone has about them. I love dad jokes.
It's true, they are good.
Oh God, yeah, no, we definitely are a bunch of dads.
Also, just random, the episode's over, but the cover this week was Blue Box, and I think that's pretty cool because Blue Box slaps.
Oh damn. Well then maybe we should read it.
I think we should read it, and then you should keep reading it so that we can talk about it on the show because it only has 26 chapters.
Oh damn, no, I have heard that I'm supposed to read Sakamoto Days.
Okay.
So that's
You can read more
next.
than one thing. Okay, we'll talk about this later.
We'll talk about this at home.
We'll talk about this
mister.
at home. And then also, I need to flash up our good friends, the patrons.
Mm-hmm.
We actually have to add one more. We did get one more patron that I forgot to say that we got one. So I'm going to go ahead and just give you his name on the air, live, as it were.
Editing.
Yeah.
Editing on the air.
Editing
That's
live
crazy.
on the air. His name is Hyrule.
Oh, the entire kingdom of Hyrule?
The entire kingdom of Hyrule watches Shonen and Chill.
Yo.
Which, yeah, I'm pretty excited about. And then I guess up and coming, because we should probably talk about that. I'll probably make a Patreon post about this too. But up and coming, we will be reading the winner of the poll, which apparently we're picking next week. We'll be reading that. And then also we'll be starting up the Shonen and Chill Plus caller segments this week. So if you're a Shonen and Chill Plus caller donator level guy, make sure that you are in the Discord. If you're not, get in there. Otherwise, you can't call in.
I mean, just get into Discord.
Get in there anyway,
because
it's a good place. Yeah, it's good vibes in there. But you know,
only good
we had
vibes.
a lot of people donate enough to like recommend a show and then not ever do it. So I don't want to see you guys donating money and then not getting your rewards. So if you're donating, make sure you're setting yourself up in a position where you can actually get your prizes.
But okay, in that case, is that the ticket?
That's it, I believe. Goodbye,
right.
everybody.
Goodbye, folks.